So then, there's this gentleman that we've been speaking to regularly on this programme who is making his way from Edinburgh to Exmouth via a canoe and cycle. We speak to him every so often to find out where he's gone on his extraordinary journey. The website, if you want to find out more details about the charities that he's doing it for, is www.papete, P-A-P-E-T-E.co.uk. That's www.papete.co.uk. So then, let's find out where Alistair Cope is tonight. So then, we said earlier in the week that on the Late Show tonight we would catch up with Alistair Cope, and let's do just that. Alistair, good evening to you.
Hi, Vic. Hi.
Now, you were in Stratford-upon-Avon, I think, on Monday night when we last spoke to you. It's Thursday. Yep. Where are you now?
I've gone a little further, not a great deal further. I've had a mixture of absolutely brilliant days and also frustrating times at the same time. Well, more or less Tewkesbury is what is the best thing to say. I'm Tewkesbury. I've come down the River Avon, and I'm about a mile or so from Tewkesbury at the moment.
Oh, it's a lovely place, Tewkesbury. And are you on the river, or you at the moment?
That's a really good question. Now, I spent the last 2 nights not camping, but in a bivouac, which is, now when I bivvy, it normally means that I don't think I should be there, and I need to move on quite quickly, and it's like being in a sleeping bag with a kind of cover over you. So the last 2 nights have been like that. Now, a friend contacted me yesterday, a chap called Martin Harley, is a good friend, who's brilliant musician, guitarist, who actually plays a lot in Devon, does kind of blues, guitar, and slide, and he said, look, I'll book you into a hotel.
Oh, wonderful.
And, which I thought, okay, that's really nice.
Yeah. And
you know, after 2 nights bivouacking, and I will mention this, one was in a car park, you can ask me about that. And it's a very similar story.
Oh, dear.
And anyway, we got to the hotel, and we got to check in, I'm outside with a canoe behind my bike, and Martin comes and says, actually, I booked last night, not tonight. But they're trying to do things for us. And anyway, they took pity on me. I think, again, because I've got a beard now, which has developed to 3 weeks of growth, and I'm looking like Santa Claus. Anyway, they've shifted us into the best suite in the house. Can you imagine that?
That's fantastic.
So, I know, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got, this is really nice.
And where is
nice spot to be.
So this is just outside of Tewkesbury, is it?
Yeah, so I've gone from, I can't remember what the name of the hotel we're in, actually, but we're in a hotel, and suddenly you've got this lovely big room, fortunately twin beds, which is great, and it's really comfortable, and, but I can't believe I was lying in a car park last night, in a bivouac, with these dubious vans moving in and out the whole time. So,
oh, dear.
It's a very bizarre life. That was a long answer to a short question.
That's volume 2 of your book then. The volume 2 will be great car parks that you have frequented, I think.
Everyone loves Vic. They thought I was a poacher, that you suggested the first time round. And if I do, I'm being pressed at the moment to do that. If I do that, that's going to have to be the title.
Well, just give me a little credit on the inside.
You'll get that.
I don't get much credit, so give me some credit. Fantastic. So I'm glad that tonight you're going to get a good rest, and because, as we were discussing before we started this interview, the weather, as we know, has been marvellous, has been wonderful, but not quite so good coming up, is it?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it has been extraordinary weather, and but been in Scotland, I got a bit wet there, and those things like that, and a bit around Nottingham. But I've had some of the best late afternoon, early evening paddling probably in my life. Coming out of Stratford, I posted a few things on the social media and Facebook and things, and just the lighting and the river was. It's like a mirror, and you can't see anything. There's no ripple, and it's just been a perfect reflection of the sky that's above you. So at one point I felt like I was canoeing down the sky. It was just extraordinary.
And it is a wonderful time of the year. If the weather is perfect, it's a fantastic time of year, isn't it?
It's been great. And morning mists, I've had really strong morning mists. You've had these kind of temperature inversions over the river, and I've been just slightly above them. So it's been great. Even if I get a week of rain, then I've had 3 weeks of pretty good weather, so I can't complain.
So, once you've had your night in a luxury hotel...
You're not telling anyone that, please.
Where do you go there? Do you fancy cracking Bristol this weekend? Is that what your plan is?
Yeah, well, this weekend I've really got to get past this weekend. So I'm into Tewkesbury, and I'm heading down towards Sharpness down the canal. So I've got to crack on with it. I'm still okay time-wise. I've still got about 3/4 of the day in hand from the various things that I've done. So I'm okay. I'm not panicking, but I am expecting bad weather. Everyone keeps saying it's going to be pretty horrendous tonight and tomorrow. So I'll just deal with it as it comes along. But yeah, I need to get beyond Bristol for the weekend.
Yeah. So what would be the best scenario for you on Monday then? Would you say
to get to? By Monday, I think if I can get comfortably on Bristol and heading towards Bridgewater, then I'll be okay.
Oh gosh, yeah, if you got to Bridgewater, you're basically there, aren't you?
Yeah, I am really. I mean, I'm towing this canoe, so it is slow, and I've got 2 bits of. So if I can by Monday evening, Tuesday morning, be getting pretty close to that, then yeah, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy with that one, because I know that I've got a couple of. Actually, that's been quite optimistic thinking about it, but maybe Tuesday evening.
Fair enough.
Tuesday evening there, yeah.
Well, when we speak to you on Monday, then we shall expect you to be this side of Bristol, and that would be terrific, wouldn't it?
It will. It's a strange thing, because I kind of feel, because I'm recognising it. When I came under the, not far from Tewkesbury, I actually paddled under the M5. I'm so used to going up and down the M5, and I thought, I recognise all this. I'm so used to looking at it. And I thought, I'm so used to seeing the boats tied up in the Avon and all that kind of thing, and here I am going under the M5.
Yeah.
And it was a good feeling, actually, really good feeling.
There is the canal systems we've mentioned is fantastic in the West Midlands, and as you go along the M5, there's this terrific canal which goes alongside it. Did you go along there or not? I can't remember exactly where that is, but it's...
Yeah, well, which one's that? Well, the River Avon looks like a big canal.
It may well be that then, yes.
Yeah, but it might have been that, because a lot of boats which look like canal boats. You've got barges, narrow boats, you've got pleasure boats, all tied up.
That's
yeah, it might have been that, because that was the one that kind of looked familiar to me, really.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. Well, look, your website address is www.papete.co.uk, which is, of course, a shorthand for...
well, that's Pedal and Paddle, Edinburgh to Exmouth, which I can't believe I've done, really. I can't believe I've gone from Edinburgh. Now I'm chatting to people. It's hard to believe. It's a long old it's a long old road, Rick.
Are you going to wander around Tewkesbury Cathedral tonight and have a look around the town and things like that? Or are you just going to go to sleep?
I don't know. I'll probably go to sleep. I mean, I've missed the last 2 nights. The problem is when I'm bivvying, that in a bivouac, that every vehicle that comes in to where I am, or everyone that walks past, you're just so self-conscious of. Yeah. And I was chatting to a guy who was... I was next to a couple of barges, narrowboats last night. I was chatting to this one guy, and he said, well, that van had been there since about 5 o'clock until about 10, and cars would arrive, a person would get out, and they'd chat, and then they'd move on, but the van always stayed there. And he said, this happened about a dozen times. And he said, I think something was going on there. Yeah. so you don't sleep well in those. So I think actually put me on a feather bed, and I'm going to be out actually.
Fair enough. Well, you deserve it. Marvellous. Well, we'll speak to you on Monday evening and get the very latest, and then you will be on the home leg. How extraordinary is that?
Oh no, I can't really believe it. I think the only thing that's the telling thing is the length of my beard now.
Don't whatever you do when you're cycling on trip over your beard, will you? That would be an extraordinary ending.
I'll try not to.
Marvellous. We'll speak to you on Monday.
Yeah, thanks, Vic. You take care.
Alistair Cope, www.papete.co.uk. If you want to follow him on Twitter, it's at VeloVentures, An extraordinary journey, Edinburgh to Exmouth. More from Alistair on Monday, when we sincerely hope he's the southwest peninsula side of Bristol. That would be marvellous, and what an extraordinary journey it's been.